Hill. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
Physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That's caught. It's Jackson. At the 35, he's got more. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big mistake in the back end.
How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Power football with the rock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Pulls it in. It's Jackson. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Hard running there. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have the national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement.
Intercepted in the first drive. Ends with a pick. He stopped not much on return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in their first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Tigers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Wide receiver going in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. And that penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. And it's a pick in the end zone. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, that was absolutely incredible. I don't know if I've ever seen a play before where a defender gets a pick six and he doesn't actually even have to advance the football. They were so backed up. The quarterback was so far deep in his own end zone when he threw it. He never saw the defender. He picked it off, and touchdown defense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive done.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Grab behind the line. It's Webb. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. They'll try to power their way ahead. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown ball.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think Jesse maybe give it to him again? Or do something?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Running back searching for a hole. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really
trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. He's already thrown one pick, and look, he might get it together, but it seems like he's a little fouled up in his mechanics. A lot of things coming off his back foot.
Yeah, and you want to get those feet set and in the ground. And once you start to drift, that ball, when you throw it, is going to drift. So he's just got to iron in, get those feet set, stay square every time he throws the football so he can be a little bit more accurate, stop making some of these bonehead throws.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Catch in the middle, it's Green. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Let's send the tight end in motion. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. A tough 3rd down spot here. A lot of yards to cover. Field is condensed. Ball is at the 10. Back to throw. It's Manning. He's got it. And that That completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. And they catch it in for the score. LSU. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Green. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide open downfield. He'll get up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
And the Volunteers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On the ground, it's Marshall. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Underwood. Close to the marker, it's Jackson. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Vols have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Floating away. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Let's get some points on the board.
To the air. It's Manning. Got it. Behind the line. It's Barrett. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Offense changing the play. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. It's Gilbert. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short.
Shred him on this grave. Oh, let's go. Shred him up.
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Down across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. Now this offense is clicking.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. That's caught. It's Watkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll go with a direct snap. Shakes off the defender. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fires downfield. Makes the grab.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle. And that's what you're seeing here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Tulane delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in New Orleans. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He lost one down the sideline. And that will be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Punch it out of the air. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that.
Pulls it in down the middle. There he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Manning. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
finally a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Might be changing the route. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quick strike complete. Jumped on top of the pile.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Comes out to 25 in stride. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it away to start the second half. It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Give to the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field. It's Manning. Well, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. On the move, it's Marshall. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. Second and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the shot. Touchdown ball. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll try the right side. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop it at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in and maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one guy.
This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man, it's Gilbert. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Berry. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Manning. The quick out.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That last completion sets him up on second down. They'll toss it to the left. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Grab behind the line. It's Green. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Got a little space. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Makes the catch. It's Webb. Continues to fight for yards. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down will open up the final period. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And the quarterback will be slowed down back at the 43.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll take it himself. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Tennessee.
You can do it, baby. Turn your home to make.
The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Grab near the marker is Smith. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the big orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong. Intercepted for the 11th time. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend. Getting the lead, having the lead in the fourth quarter. Nice execution by this defense. And this one ain't over, but it's looking more like it.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. The quarterback run is part of their game plan. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the air, it's Manning. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. You can show them the fade from any part of the field if you drop in a dime like that.
And that is a quarterback and wide receiver that you just got to give the look. You see the matchup. I got a matchup I want. My guy's better than yours. Throw the fade. Get the completion.
To the air on first down. Moving away from pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught near the sideline, it's Smith.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's caught.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for six.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in line.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
A nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but a nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll line up to go for 2. They'll try to run it in. Strong, firm tackle.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
They're still firing away even with this lead. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game